The Island of Whispers, Part 1. The Departure. A gentle breeze stirred the sails as Elara, her older sister Mina, and younger twin sisters Lyra and Isis stood on the wooden deck of the old ship Aurora's Call. It was early morning on June 15th, 2025, and the first rays of sunlight painted the sea in gold. Their parents, Captain Ray and Navigator Sammy, had chartered the vessel for a journey to Sable Isle, an uncharted island rumored to hold ancient secrets. Elara had heard legends of glowing caves and whispering trees. Mina was skeptical but curious. The twins chattered excitedly, weaving stories of mermaids and hidden treasure. Elara, with a racing heart, couldn't shake the feeling that this trip would change their lives forever. Part 2. Storm at Sea. 3 days into the voyage, the sky darkened. A sudden squall rocked the Aurora's Call. Waves thundered, lightning split the sky, and the crew struggled to keep sails intact. Elara braced herself, clutching the rail. A massive wave crashed overboard. When she regained her feet, she saw Mina and the twins were gone. Panicked screams echoed. Captain Raid's voice roared above the storm. They were swept overboard! But as minutes passed, voices called from below deck. The girls were alive, soaked but safe, rescued into a small lifeboat the crew had launched. Somehow, they drifted near a reef, and the storm pushed all aboard toward land. Part 3. Discovery of Sable Isle. At dawn, the storm cleared. The ship lay half destroyed on a sandy shore. They had arrived at Sable Isle, shipwrecked. The island was lush, verdant, surrounded by treacherous reefs. The crew assessed the wreck. The ship was beyond repair, supplies low. The family must journey inland to find shelter and a way to contact the outside world. Elara helped her sisters up a ridge. Atop it, the forest opened to an eerie, beautiful landscape. Twisted trees, bioluminescent flowers glowing faintly even in daylight, and a narrow path leading to smoke rising from stone structures in the distance. Part 4. The Whispering Forest. They pressed on cautiously. Elara led, sword in hand. Her mother taught her basic defense. Whispers seemed to drift on the wind, voices just beyond hearing. Lyra trembled. Isis clung tightly. Mina questioned every rustle in the underbrush. Yet, the whispers guided them toward ancient ruins, half-buried statues, moss-covered pillars, and carvings of faces that seemed to watch. At dusk, they camped near a cenote, a mirror-like pool glowing softly. The whispers grew louder near the water, an almost melodic hum. Curious, Elara dipped her hand into the pool. The water pulsed warmly. Then the image of a woman appeared in the reflection, lips moving in a language Elara couldn't understand. But the voice in her head said, "Find the heart, or be lost forever." Part 5. Unlocking the Secret. The family followed cryptic signs carved into stone. A spiral, a stone, a serpent. Mina pieced them together like coordinates. They entered a cavern system. Torchlight showed walls decorated with glowing crystals. The air hummed with energy. At the deepest chamber, they found a circular stone dais, inscribed with the same symbols and faintly glowing crystals embedded around it. Elara returned to the pool, holding a crystal she found near the cenote. As she placed it in the center of the dais, the chamber rumbled. A door of stone slid open, revealing a hidden chamber radiating light. Inside lay a huge gem, pulsing like a heartbeat. A hush fell. Suddenly, shadows stirred. Strange creatures, humanoid silhouettes with glowing eyes, emerged. The family froze, but Elara heard the whisper again. Protect. She lifted the gem. The The creatures recoiled, then melted back into darkness, the cave sealed behind them. Part 6. Return and Transformation. Emerging at dawn, they realized the gem was a kind of power source. It illuminated the forest, calmed the whispers, and even healed wounds. With it, they repaired a small life raft from shipwreck remains, lit by the gem's glow. At sea again, drifting, the gem's light caught a passing ship's mast on the horizon. They signaled with the gem's glow. A vessel approached. Rescuers, astonished at the radiant artifact, took them aboard and promised safe return home. Back in port, their story seemed unbelievable. An uncharted island, whispering spirits, crystalline power. Elara kept the gem, now held in a protective case. Mina studied it scientifically. The twins wove it into every bedtime legend, and Captain Raid marked Sable Isle on his maps, warning future sailors. Elara often returned to her reflection in the gark, wondering if the voices might come again. After all, the whispers never truly ceased.
If you enjoyed the stories, don't forget to like and follow for more. And if you have any thoughts or tips to make the videos better, just drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.